All right, we've got Tianna Hawkins here. If you have a question for her, raise your hand. I'll call on you. Pepper Pursley, we'll start with you. Go ahead.
Hi, Tianna. It's great to see you.
Nice to hear from you.
Can you just talk about how the team can step up with the absence of Tiffany Hayes?
We can step up in many ways. We lose a little bit of scoring and aggressiveness with losing Tiffany, but if we come together, play team ball, and stick to what we do best, getting on transition, consistently getting stops on defensive end, we'll do pretty good.
Spencer Nussbaum, go ahead.
Hey, Tianna, how are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. First of all, I know I'm pretty late on this, but I wanted to wish a happy belated birthday to Emmanuel.
Thank you.
When you look back over the past 6 years, what has being a WNBA mom meant to you?
It's been remarkable. Not just because I'm a mom that happens to play in the WNBA, but most importantly, I'm able to have my son around. The team, being able to travel, it brings just a lot of excitement. Just having him around, as an African American boy, and what we stand for with social justice. It's some things that he'll be able to look back on and know that his mommy has been fighting for him, and just been trying to do great things for him to afford him, a great future.
Angel Gray, go ahead.
Tianna, thanks for your time. And I'm so sad I have to go behind Pepper. She's like the best, so I'll try and the plate. I know this team is really still working through everything, and you have, moving pieces, key players in and out with injury. But what has been, I guess, the thing that has kept you guys together and that gives you some optimism that you guys are trending in the right direction, even though these pieces are moving in and out?
I think it's just the biggest thing is just staying ready, and having that next woman up mentality, and just knowing that everybody wants to win here, and just know that we have to maximize our opportunity when our opportunity comes for us to be out there on the floor, or if someone goes down, just know that we have to, do a little more to pick up, the losses that we've taken with having Kennedy out and now having Tiffany out.
Spencer Nussbaum, back to you.
Yeah, kind of related to my last question. I know in the past you talked about Emmanuel as, he's kind of your motivation above all else. How do you think your perspective on either basketball, life in the WNBA, just life in general, has changed since you became a mom?
He has taught me a lot of patience, when it comes to basketball, when it comes to being a mom, just everyday life. He's given me a new purpose with not really worried about myself more so, but just having the attitude of putting him first, putting the needs of my team first, just taking myself out of the equation and just being patient and just trusting the process in everything that I do.
Angel Gray, back to you.
So going back to this word patience a bit, this is a new team for you, a new role. And even in these last two games, it seems like you're starting to hit your stride. Has it been patience? Has it been just finding that adjustment? What are the last few games been like for you?
For me, it's taken a lot of patience this season. Coming off of surgery, a knee surgery, just trying to find a rhythm, trying to find where I fit in with the team. I think for me personally has been just staying the course, still putting the work day in, day out, and just trusting the process and know that everything will come together. And it feels good to see, little by little things come together.
Spencer Nussbaum, back to you.
Yeah, I do have one basketball question. After the last game, you talked about being more disciplined on the defensive end is a big goal for the team. What have you guys worked on in practice in the past few days to, improve on that?
We worked on locking in with defense. I know DC killed us in transition, so our focus has been getting stops in transition consistently and communicating, and it's just something that we need, to carry over in a great team in Minnesota tonight.
Tianna Keys, go ahead.
Hi, Tianna. Thank you so much for your time. I'm going to switch back off of a basketball question. Kelsey mentioned that you are a software engineer for Microsoft. Can you tell me a little bit how that came about? I know she mentioned there might have been a program that you were a part of.
Yeah, so in 2019, the lead partner had a partnership with Microsoft. And so they had the opportunity to go on the business side of things or a technological position with Microsoft. So for me, it's a no-brainer because I'm into like the technology, I'm into coding and stuff like that. Because at the time I was working on my master's in cybersecurity. And so when that opportunity came, we did a little training in Seattle, and then our contract ended just before the season in 2020. And so I guess I started liking it really, really good. I started liking, my manager, started networking and stuff, and they were able to extend my contract up until now, well, all the way through July. And during that time, I've learned how to do a lot of things under the umbrella of social engineering. It's just so many avenues that you can go. So I do a little bit of coding. I do a little bit of bug fixes. I mean, anything you name it, troubleshooting. It's pretty cool. So I do it on the side during the season. I dropped down to part-time. For the past 2 years, I've been trying to get healthy. So I was doing that full-time, but during the season, I do it part-time. And then on a typical day, I go to practice, I go home, tend to Emmanuel, and then once I finish getting him settled in, I work on my Microsoft job.
Thank you so much, Tianna.
Mhm.